There's this topic and feeling that a lot of people I've been hearing in the comments section, people I talk to, and in the DMs about, and it kind of comes up a lot, especially when it comes to talking about things like social media, content creation, or in reality, anywhere in your career. It's that feeling of being like you are behind in life, or that there is something that someone else has that feels unattainable or unachievable because of your current situation. It starts to feel like everything is so out of your reach, or, you know, someone is so far ahead of you that you just feel like you can't get to where they are at because of your current circumstances, or you just feel like you can't get it. And I genuinely believe this is a feeling that all of us go through in life. It kind of relates to imposter syndrome indirectly. Obviously, it's not exactly what imposter syndrome is, but I do believe it kind of stems from that feeling, especially when we're staring at people on social media. We're staring at influencers, we're staring at public figures who essentially live this life that we want, the dream life that we've always thought that we'd have in the future. You know what I mean? When you see that kind of lifestyle, it's very, very easy to get carried away and start to doubt yourself, because at the current stage you're at in your life, you don't have the things that you thought you wanted, or you're starting to see people at the same age, they've got these things and you don't. So it's very easy to get carried away, like I said. You know, for example, when it comes to content creators, it's easy to look at some of the videos that they make. Take, for example, a Peter McKinnon, and you start to see these cinematics, these transitions, these visual effects, these titles, all these different things. And then, you know, as a content creator myself, you then start to look at these videos and be like, this man has so much equipment that I don't have. It's going to be impossible for me to make this kind of videos because I don't have a good camera. I don't have a good PC to edit on. I don't have, you know, the knowledge it takes to edit these kinds of videos, yada, yada, yada. The list goes on, and then you start to, you know, tack onto the list of things that you don't have or things that you don't know. And what happens at the end of the day? You just stop doing what you're doing. You don't want to achieve those goals. You don't want to try to emulate someone else or make the video that you wanted to make. Why? Because then you start to think, oh, my videos have to look this way, or my photos have to look this way in order for me to really post these things, because Peter McKinnon's posting them like this. If I don't post them, no one's gonna like it. But that's not the way to think about this. In reality, it isn't about the gear. It isn't about the money. It's not about any of those things that you think it is, right? Those are nice to haves for sure. It definitely helps when it comes to quality of content or how much you're able to put out in terms of content or some other. In reality, it's about what you do every single day to get to where you want to be. It's learning the skills that you want to learn. It's building a foundation in order to achieve success. The time that's put in is what matters. Anything that these creators are doing, they're all learnable and attainable skills that you can gain over time. It's not something that's so out of reach that someone like you or someone like me can't learn. Everyone is able to learn something at their own rate. You know, some people learn faster, some people learn slower, but at the end of the day, the same goal can be achieved so long as you put in the time and the effort. Eventually, you'll start to see some progress in terms of some of those skills that you don't have just yet. Before we move on in the video, I just want to let you guys know that this video is being sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes that you can take right now in order to explore new passions, expand on a new skill, or just learn something new that you've been thinking of doing in the new year. Things like photography, videography, video editing, even coding. You have all kinds of classes that you can go on there right now and actually learn starting today. One course that I've actually been following recently, as some of you guys know that I've been doing, is a Shopify theme development course from Christopher Dodd. I've been going through it, looking through a lot of his lessons, and actually it's a really awesome course for what I'm doing right now, learning Shopify development. So it's been an awesome experience for me to just go through it and learn a new skill for something that I'm actually going to be applying in the real world. The platform is curated specifically for learning, so that means there are no ads, and they're always launching premium classes online. Whether it's desktop or mobile, you can literally stay active and follow those classes wherever you are, whether you're on the go or at home. And the best part is it's less than $10 a month for an annual subscription. So if you guys are interested, the first 1,000 of my subscribers can click the link in the description below, and then you guys can get a free trial of a premium membership to explore your creativity. And with that being said, let's get back to the video. video. Something I always tell myself is make it work. No matter what situation that I'm in, no matter if it's financial or, the lack of knowledge that I have in something, I always tell myself I'm going to make it work no matter what. It really doesn't matter. If I'm given a problem or an obstacle, I'm going to make it work. No matter if it's financial, no matter if it's, I have to learn a new skill, like I was just saying, I'm going to figure out a way to get those things to work in order to get what I want. Because at the end of the day, if I want it, I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. If I try and it's something that I actually can't get at this point in my life, then well, I'll put it off to the side and I'll wait. I'll be patient about it. It's not something that I want to rush through because I don't want to get these things in illegal or wrong ways, right? You have to do it smart, but at the same time, looking at it in a way of making it work, then the problem solving starts to kick in and you start to see things in a different perspective where now things may be able to work out. I can probably get these things should I want to, or if I put in the time and the effort, like I said, make it work and eventually I'll get the things that I want. So now when we're looking back at these content creators and when we're looking back at social media, now you get to look at their life in a certain way and at a different perspective now, as opposed to, doubting yourself because of the gear that they have or because of this attained knowledge that they have. Something to keep in mind is that what you're looking at is a finished product. If you have a favorite content creator, say Peter McKinnon, go back to some of his early stuff. It's not as good as what he is now, right? It took time for him to develop a style, to develop the skills, to develop new skills in order to level up his content. And every year it's always leveled up, leveled up, leveled up, leveled up. So don't think that you are out of reach. Understand that everyone is on their own journey. You are unique to you, right? We wouldn't be us if we weren't unique. We're on our own journeys and our own journeys take our own time. So you're on your own timeline. Don't base your timeline off of someone else's, Not one person is going to look or be the same in terms of where they're at in their life and what their journey looks like. Now, with a different perspective, now look at these people and say, what did they do in their life to get to where they're at? Or what kind of techniques do they use to achieve this look or, that look? Kind of look at what they're doing there and emulate them in a way and try and quote unquote copy them. There's a book called Steal Like an Artist, in which I recommend you guys read. And essentially, stealing like an artist, emulate some of the techniques, pull it for your own style, and then adjust it to your own liking and move on to the next one, right? Don't look at their techniques and be like, I can't do that. There's zero way I can. At that point, you've lost mentally and there's no way you're going to get it because now you're too focused on what you don't have. Instead, focus on what you can do to get as close to, that technique or that look as you can. And if you can't, well, then figure out the ways to attain it. Don't stop because you think you can't. You definitely can. And like I said, it just requires the time and the work ethic to be put in to attain those skills or to further yourself in your career, no matter where you are in life. I can relate this back to coding, right? Like there are people who get jobs at a young age and there's people who get jobs at a later stage in their lives. You see people who get the jobs at 40, 30, 50, 60. It's all possible. It's not like it's too late. The question that people ask all the time is it too late to learn coding? No, absolutely not. Any time is the right time to learn how to code, right? Like you are not behind, you're not too early. There's no such thing. So long as you stick with it and actually learn it and don't doubt yourself, you can get a job. The only person that limits yourself is you. And the fact that if you think that you are behind or that you think that, you're too late, then that's the point that you stop. But no one else told you it's too early or too late. Those people are gatekeepers and you shouldn't be listening to them. You should listen to your own gut, your own mind, and your own heart, and follow that journey the way you want to. So stop doubting yourself. You're on your own journey. No one else is going through it but you. You can have people to be by your side, but at the end of the day, you're the one who makes those decisions. You're the one that is putting in the time to learn some of those skills, to save up, to buy some of the things that you need in order to create the things that you want. You're the only one that gets to make those decisions. So that being said, don't follow or don't compare yourself to other people. You are you. Try to be unique in that sense. Do not live someone else's life. Just because they have this and they're doing that doesn't mean you have to. You could do it your own way. And again, that's what makes you unique and you special in the world. So look at it from that perspective. And I hope that sheds some light on this topic and helped some of you guys out. If you guys have anything regarding this topic, hit me down in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys think about it. Or if you guys go through this on your own or have gone through this, how have you coped with it? talk with me in the comments, talk with others in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.